Yo, let's start with the normies and move our way all the way up to mentally insane. Level 1, normies. Now, this is the phase when you're drowning yourself in Axe body spray. I mean, you're most likely in middle school and you're only doing this because, well, you don't know anything better. But the bad thing about this phase is that it's pretty much inevitable, and the only real way out is to realize yourself that there are better things out there to wear than body spray. Now, brushing your teeth daily is also something you should consider. I mean, usually this magical realization happens somewhere between the ages of 13 and 15 years old, but let's be real. If you're doing this at any point past middle school, you should seek some professional help. Immediately. Level 2, cool ice. Now, the Axe bottle has been thrown in the trash can. Thank God. Your collection, I guess if you can call it that, consists of one of two fragrances, with one of them being a Dollar Tree fragrance that came with a body gel. Now, using those cheap Adidas Cool Ice fragrances isn't the best thing in the world, but I mean, I guess it's still a step in the right direction. I am proud of you for leaving the Axe body spray behind, but I can promise you there are much better things coming your way if you just decide to man up and take a step forward in your fragrance journey. Level 3, spray and pray. Okay, congratulations, you've grown up from those gift set fragrances and have somehow managed to get your first proper one. I mean, you think you're on top of the fragrance hierarchy. But, come on, in reality, you're still stuck in the bottom half. No, Dior Sauvage doesn't smell unique, and neither does 1 Million or Stronger With You Intensely. Look, I get it, the fragrance geek on TikTok recommended these, but you shouldn't buy them. Now, I'm not saying that these fragrances smell bad, I mean, quite the opposite really, but if you want to smell even a little bit unique, then you should probably consider looking at other options as well. Level 4, Rising Star. Okay, now this is where you start to realize that generic fragrance doesn't really catch your attention anymore, and most of your friend group and your whole school have them too. So you've already started to do a little bit of your own research about different colognes, and you've found something that you really like. Now, when buying fragrances, you should be considering the notes of your own scent, not just which bottle looks the best or has the coolest name. Now, usually these colognes are something like Creed Aventus or different Tom Fords. I mean, your collection's even starting to rack up to over 2 digits as you're constantly finding something new that you like. At this point, you've used a whole bottle of your favorite fragrance and you're debating if you should go buy a second bottle of it, or maybe your 5th. But in reality, you should probably start thinking about filling out some job applications because things are about to get expensive as fuck.
Bruh.
Level 5, Pinnacle of Fragrance. Now this is objectively the best level you can be on. Believe me, you don't want to advance any further from here. It gets real bad. You've gone through every fragrance store near your area and you're now just checking colognes one by one to see if you'd somehow find anything that would spark up your interest. You notice that your friends don't even ask you for advice anymore because 1, you can't even spell the names of the fragrances, and 2, even if you can somehow communicate the name, well, they just forget it in less than 5 seconds anyway. I mean, your collection is now easily over 25 pieces, and it's brought you to financial ruins. Now, hopefully you've found your signature scent at this point, but maybe you haven't. Don't stress out though. Usually on this level, your collection consists of at least one of these Louis Vuitton scents. Pacific Chill, Afternoon Swim, or Imagination. You should have all 3 of them though. They're amazing. Heck, maybe you've even bought something from Maison Francis Kurdistan, or however you're supposed to say that. Now, I can only think of 2 downsides about this specific level. The first one being that, well, you literally can't get cologne as a gift anymore. I mean, you've basically got everything already, and the ones you're willing to accept, well, those are going to be gifts over $500. The second downside is simply, well, that you're at constant risk of going insane and ascending to the last level. Level 6, Mentally Insane. Now, you should really buckle up for the ride as things are about to get strange. So, if you've ever doom scrolled on TikTok, then you've probably come across a phenomenon known as ultra niche fragrances. Now, these are no normal fragrances, because a normal fragrance would most commonly have notes such as vanilla or citrus. Ultra niche fragrances, on the other hand, have some pretty pleasant notes like gunpowder or blood. Their bottles also look like some kind of cursed object from your favorite horror movie. I personally literally refuse to believe that any real person uses these fragrances. I mean, let's just take a look at what the notes of Anarchist A by Toscavat are. Starting with whiskey, okay, it's pretty good. Then credit cards? Money? They even added holy water. Okay, dude, like, just imagine a Friday night out and some uncanny looking guy walks past you and suddenly your nose starts picking up accords of blood and gunpowder. Personally, sounds pretty traumatizing to me. I mean, I would probably hide under my bed for the rest of my life. But anyway, that's it for today's video. Bye!